I'm here with Aaron Barber on this Father's Day, and we're thinking about Jairus, the Jewish father, who approached Jesus to plead with him to come and heal his 12-year-old daughter. Aaron, you are a father. Can you share with us a little bit about your family and the experience of being a father?
Where to begin? I mean, just the whole transition of going from not being a parent to being a parent turns the world upside down. That first night, when you have a child or children in your home, and you've got tears in your eyes, and you're thinking, "Dear Lord in heaven, what have we done? These small lives are totally dependent on me, and I barely have time to balance my checkbook." But you have to take a stand back and reprioritize what's most important in life. And it wasn't until I became a father that there's a line from the song Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka that really struck a chord with me, which was, "If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it." And I have to do that a lot. In fact, I do it out of habit anymore. Instead of trying to plan for the big picture all the time, I got to remember to live in the small hours that happen in between. And that's the stuff that their memories are going to be made out of when they grow up and tell stories to their children about their father.
That's great. Thank you so much. So, Jairus was a man of great prominence in his hometown of Capernaum, but he was willing to put all of that aside for the sake of his daughter. In your experience as a father, have your children caused you to adjust your priorities in life?
I think that's only the tip of the iceberg, is to reprioritize the things that used to bring, well, no, the things that still bring me joy in life pale in comparison to the things that bring my family joy. As for interruptions, I'm pretty sure that the hospital has medical history records this thick on some of my kids just because of all the accidents they get in. But when you're losing sleep taking kids to the ER or spending an extra hour or two to watch a rated G movie that you normally wouldn't be watching, I mean, these things are just an amazing reason to be miserable or to be happy. I mean, it's what fatherhood's all about, and it's no longer about me, and it's what I can do for them. And I definitely wouldn't be able to do it by myself without my wife.
So Jairus interrupted Jesus. Speaking of interruptions, he interrupted Jesus as he was teaching and as he was ministering to great crowds of people to try to get him to come to his home. But ultimately, it was Jairus' life that was completely interrupted because of his love for his daughter. Has there ever been a time when you interrupted Jesus in your role as a father?
There are some people, not many, that know that my second son spent the third month of his life in the PICU. And in that aspect, I feel like that's when Jairus and I were the most connected, because it breaks you down, not just as a father, but as a man. It breaks you down. Everything that used to use to define you, yourself, it's gone, and it's just you and God. And you're pleading, you're begging for recovery, and it's nothing left but your own heart trying to reach out for Jesus. I mean, sure, retrospect, you look back, it's like, well, he probably had some better things to do, but I know that God's always had a plan for me. He's always there for me. And in that same aspect, he's always had a plan for my kids too, because the one who spent a month in the PICU and came close to death a couple times, he finds nothing but joy in life. And through my own child, that's something that I want to be, is to be able to find joy in so many small and big things, even in hard times. So have I ever interrupted Jesus? Lord knows I have, and I still do it on a daily basis. I'll probably do it tomorrow too.
So have there been any times where your children have interrupted your life? I'm sure you've had several already at this point.
Yes, but none that I've ever regretted. Every moment that I get to spend with them, planned or unplanned, interrupted or not, has been a blessing from heaven.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And I'm Mark Walls. I'll send it back to you, Mark.